Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about Donald Trump cheats on Melania Trump. Let's get right into it. Karen McDougal is now talking about her supposed love story with ex-President Donald Trump. When it comes to rumored love affairs of Trump, the first name that usually comes up is Stormy Daniels. She's a former adult movie actress who has been quite vocal in her criticisms of Trump, now age 77. But there's another lady with a different take on her time spent with Trump. That's Karen McDougal, an ex-Playboy model. About 5 years back, McDougal spilled the beans about her romance with the then president in a headline-making chat with Anderson Cooper. She talked about their alleged affair, which she says started in 2006. McDougal was quick to say that she wasn't trying to hurt Trump by telling her story. Even though she was fond of him, she thought it was vital to let people know her side of the story after a tough fight with American Media Inc. This company, which is the big boss of the National Enquirer, supposedly paid her to keep quiet and pushed her to sign a gag order before Trump's 2016 run for presidency. This kind of maneuver is often called a catch-and-kill scheme. When McDougal chatted with Anderson Cooper back in 2018, she shared some disturbing tidbits. She said that Trump offered her cash after their first romantic moment together, an offer she turned down. After that, she ended up crying over the whole thing, yet despite this uncomfortable situation, they kept their relationship going, which meant a lot to McDougal. It's worth mentioning that McDougal knew Trump was married to Melania Trump and that Melania had recently given birth to their son, Barron. Ignoring the promise of their marriage is a deeply unsettling thing to do. In a recent interview with DailyMail.com, McDougal shared more about how she first crossed paths with Trump. She said that Trump was at a pool party in 2006 at the Playboy Mansion in Los Angeles. The late Hugh Hefner organized the party especially for the stars of The Celebrity Apprentice. McDougal recalls that Trump, who had been married to Melania for just under 2 years, was smitten with her right after he got to the party. She said that Trump was quite persistent in his pursuit of her during the event, which didn't go unnoticed by others. Even the bunny mother noted Trump's keen interest in McDougal, saying, "Wow, he really has a thing for you." The former Playboy model went on to provide more details about her time with Donald Trump. McDougal remembered a moment where she was saying goodbye to Trump and his security guard Keith Schiller. Trump told Schiller to get McDougal's contact details, and a few days later he called her and asked her to dinner at the Beverly Hills Hotel. From that moment, their relationship turned romantic. McDougal admits she knew she was helping Trump cheat, although her viewpoint has changed since then. She now feels regret about her past actions, understanding that she overlooked Trump's marriage. However, back then, she was more laid back and didn't think much about the possible fallout. McDougal also gave us a glimpse of their first night together, saying things got intimate after dinner. She felt attracted to Trump but wasn't looking for a physical relationship, especially not on the first night. However, despite her initial reluctance, they did become physically involved. At that point, Trump supposedly offered her money, which she turned down, and he complimented her for not taking it, calling her very special. It's a bit alarming to think that he saw not taking money for sex as something that made her special. According to Karen McDougal, she had quite an intense relationship with Donald Trump. She says they saw each other about 5 times a month for almost a year. She was head over heels in love with him, and she believes he felt the same way. She remembers him calling her his baby and saying he loved her. In fact, he introduced her to his friends, showing her off as his girlfriend. But McDougal was the one who decided to call it quits with Trump. She doesn't give many details, but hints that she'd been waiting for the right moment to break away. And that moment came when she met Bruce Willis, the big shot actor from the Die Hard movies. They hit it off and dated for 6 months in 2007. McDougal is clear, though, she didn't cheat on Trump with Willis. The spark between them kindled only after she ended things with Trump. In her view, being with Willis, a single guy and a real gentleman, was way better than sticking with a married man like Trump. The final straw for McDougal was when Trump said something nasty about her mom. In a phone chat, Trump called her mother an old hag. That ticked her off. She stood up for her mom and reminded him that he was the same age as her. This probably bruised Trump's ego, but he didn't try to get back with McDougal. The call ended on a bad note. Interestingly, McDougal says she'd vote for Trump again, just like she did in 2016, if he's the Republican candidate. She points out that while Trump's pals deny their supposed relationship, Trump himself never directly says it didn't happen when reporters ask him about it. Instead, he says he didn't do anything wrong. McDougal thinks Trump's evasive answers show she's telling the truth. It's tough to guess how Melania Trump, Donald's wife, feels about all this. People know about Trump's fling with Stormy Daniels, but how Melania might react to McDougal's long-standing affair with her husband is anyone's guess. Considering this affair followed close on the heels of the Stormy Daniels episode and lasted longer, Melania could be more hurt by McDougal's revelations. That's all for today. We'll be sure to catch you all in the next one.